So, for those of you that don't know me, Craig Welch. Very, very uncomfortable in these situations. Oh, I'm full of shit. So I prepared this speech more so as a best man speech and not as a memorial speech. And no, I'm not undressing for you, but I'm bringing in as a portion of the speech. It ties together how we met, and I'll spin around and you can read the back. So no, I am not one of Jillian's children. And I didn't call Justin Dad. Even though there were situations I made him call me Daddy. So, let me take you back in time a little bit. The year 1995, the month October. The top movie in theaters, Seven. Don't really remember it. Top song, Gangster's Paradise by Coolio. The top TV show on NBC Thursday nights, Friends. The name of that show is very fitting because during that fall is also when Touch of Class expanded its dynasty beyond the used car market and took the field with the Highland Youth Soccer Club. Starring one, Justin Grater in net, and one, me, Craig Welch, anchoring the defense. Luckily, the dealership experienced more sustained success than our soccer careers because that was the last season either of us played soccer. But it was the beginning of a friendship that lasted nearly 30 years. This was a friendship that bridged all aspects of our lives. We continued our sporting achievements together on the football field, where we were both slightly more successful, but we became legends at harassing Pat that we were both going to date his sister as she ran around the field during her soccer practice. Hey Justin, I won. We worked together detailing boats at West Shore Marina for a couple of summers. And there was one time that Pat joined us to make some extra cash while home from college. There was a lot of banter back and forth, somehow leading to Pat betting us that he could drink a half a gallon of milk at lunch and keep it down. Yes, Pat, you won that one. He was able to keep it down. That was also, sorry. That day he also left us with a lasting memory of removing wax from the deck of the boat with his feet. Not a technique that we taught him or ever requested to see again. We were groomsmen together, and when he was in my wedding, he helped to throw me one of the most uncomfortable and outrageous bachelor parties in his parents' house. Yes! From there, we adopted a dog together. Heather went to buy a wedding dress, and Justin and I to adopt a dog. Technically, yes, it was my dog, but Justin was the godfather. And yup, Heather wanted to kill both of us for that one. We even got to live out every guy's dream, to live next door to your best friend. During this time, Justin delivered beer and would often call me on Friday evenings to meet him at the thruway exit and pick up the broken cases. When Heather and I moved, he never let me hear the end of it for abandoning him and leaving him with a new neighbor who enjoyed sunbathing and nothing in her but her bra and panties. Definitely more Kathy Bates than Kathy Ireland. My stories about Justin could go on for hours. Like that time, one day after school, probably 1999-ish, when he asked me to go look at a car with him. It wasn't until about an hour into the ride that he mentioned that he wanted, go look at a car with him. It wasn't until about an hour into the ride that he mentioned that the car was down near Philly. Or the other time, my parents didn't really want to drive me to my college orientation down in Long Island. Justin did. He dropped me off and picked me up the following afternoon. During the time that most of Justin's friends started moving away, for one reason or another, he started the LMDDC, the Lloyd Memorial Beer Bat Championship. You guys, we can talk about that later. He held it annually on Memorial Day to give us all a reason to come back home and hang out. I still have the t-shirts that were designed specifically for that each year. There was countless stories at games of our joint love, the Jets, like the time we both decided to fill out a credit card application just to try to get a free towel. We proceeded to separate ends of the table to fill out the paperwork, and when waiting while they processed it, it was only a few minutes before the guy came back to us and wanted to confirm that both of our mothers' names were Johnson. We looked at each other with straight faces and said, "Yup, brothers." Or most recently, walking into the dealership to talk with him about buying whatever vehicle I thought I wanted to buy at the time. And he'd bust my balls asking if Heather knew if I was there or not. Or if I had a permission slip to discuss any further purchases. Although there were many great negotiations, he always knew it wasn't serious unless Heather was involved. The conclusion of the story is that I've known for a long time that Justin was my best friend. My forever friend. And he made many of us feel like that. On top of that, he was my brother. And I know he made a couple of us feel like that as well. I know if I have a memory of some drunken nonsense story from 2 a.m. in 2002, Justin was there. Or if my car broke down on the side of the road at 2 a.m. in 2023 and I needed help, Justin would be there too. He was my friend, my brother, and many things in between. I love him and will miss him very much. I'll leave you with this. It is okay to mourn his passing, but let's also take the time to celebrate the great person he was and laugh through the tears as we all can think of our special times with him. Thank you.